Fearless Female Fridays with Ayanda MVP on 947. Every guest will leave you feeling inspired, confident, and ready to take on the world.
Good afternoon, Sadika. Thank you so much for joining us this Fearless Female Friday. How are you doing?
Very well, thanks, Ayanda. Happy Friday. So excited to be here.
How do you actually turn down the work from your mind and reset into the weekend?
I don't think you switch off in media. So what I do try and do is we kind of make a Friday ritual, whether it's with my hubby and the kids and we go and get some takeout, or we just lay a whole bunch of snacks on the table. You kind of know we foodies. So a Friday snacking feast, get a lovely glass of wine and just unwind with family, but phone always by side because you never know when an emergency can take place.
Sadika, please give us a brief overview of your work and what it entails and what you need to do on a weekly basis.
Between what we call integrated media and digital, fundamentally meaning those radio ads that you listen to in these slots, the TV ads that you watch, the out-of-home, the social media posts, the Facebook posts. Fundamentally, that is what we call paid media. And then the digital landscape, your websites, your mobile sites, e-commerce, CRM and loyalty, your customer relationship management. I'm pretty sure we all get SMSs from loyalty programs about our points and our gifts and our vouchers that we love. So fundamentally, what my role is to integrate all of the channels that the organization I represent and ensure we are providing a seamless consumer journey for all of our marketing communications across all of the 25 plus brands that we represent. Now, what is fundamental is outside of doing that function, it is just so important to understand who the consumer is, what drives the consumer, and that's media. Ultimately, we're driven by some level of media. You love music, you're into your music, you have an amazing show. That's media for us. So it's to understand what drives those passion points of the consumer when they're consuming media. Are they consuming media to switch out and zone out? Then the content needs to fit that. Are they consuming media to get inspired, like your show? So ultimately, we then have to craft content for the channel that we are representing. So media is a mixture of channel plus the messaging that we're going based on what the consumer is passionate about and what really drives them.
It sounds like you have done a lot of studying, researching, and just being an expertise in your work. What were the challenges that you actually went through when you were on your way to the journey where you are now?
There is actually no crash course when a billboard falls down. There's no crash course when the wrong TV ad flies. There's no crash course when you send the wrong material and you have to pull that material, or when you have a dilemma. So fundamentally, it's a lot of practical knowledge and learning that you learn on the job, but also listening and looking at best case practices and case studies. And I think that that's critical to consistently just educate yourself and keep with the landscape. The digital landscape, the media landscape is fundamentally shifting. So if we have to talk challenges, I think the first thing for me was about stereotyping. No, I'm not naturally blonde. Just to surprise, I'm not. I am Indian and my hair was black. When I was trying to get jobs and look for positions, there's a fundamental stereotype in this industry. And I guess it was a lot worse when I was younger and when the industry was it was becoming multiracial. It was starting to evolve that people of color, genders, women were coming into the industry. The other challenge is about work-life balance. That when you're in media, it's difficult to switch off. It's difficult to have some level of work-life balance. And we've all read all the reports of what virtual working has done, and we're not switching off. So ultimately, mental wellness in our industry is a critical problem. It's something to address. And I think the other challenge that I found in my career is that stereotype where agency people cannot go to corporate because agency people, shame, we wear skinny jeans, we have drinks on a Friday and we party a lot. Corporate is serious and they talk business and sales. There is a stereotype you can break. You can bring that agency knowledge into the corporate workspace where you add such value, where now you understand how to work with agencies because you were on that side. You understand how to invest from collaborative relationships because you've experienced it. The other challenge I've faced is about protecting what is important to you. And for me, it's time. Time's precious. We're never going to get these minutes back, right? So they're precious. And especially with personal time. So protecting my marriage, protecting my family life.
when it comes to emotional well-being, as women, I think we wear our hearts on our sleeves. And sometimes, especially when it's like that time of the month, and your body and your mind is just like, oh my gosh, I do not want to be in anyone. No one must stand in my lane. How did you manage to, let's just say, control your emotions at the workplace?
So it's what we call emotional intelligence, and it's something that everyone is born with, but you have to develop emotional intelligence. And it's you have to show a bit of you. My team knows me personally. People who work with me know me personally because you have to wear some of that heart on your sleeve. We're human. And it's not a sign of weakness to talk about your husband, to talk about some of the challenges you're facing. I've got a special needs son. It's something I'm not going to hide about, but it's who I am. I have failures. I've had problems in my life. So it's a matter of really being that human. However, when we are in a boardroom, we must respect the etiquette of the boardroom. No, you cannot jump on the table, scream and shout and swear. And if we can base our lives on a common respect, a common kindness and empathy, listening to respond quickly is not the right way. Listen to understand and then respond. You get snappy when someone tells you you could do better or someone insults you. Know that that reflection of that person insulting you is a reflection of them and not you. I keep calm through everything. And I think I'm blessed with that from my dad, and also on which I think when you are in the media industry, you get to meet an array of people from exceptionally calm, exceptionally volcanic. You need to be consistent. Be the consistent in the room, and you'll inspire others.
I feel like you are the master of emotional intelligence. Let's get into food. I heard that you are quite the foodie. You even mentioned earlier on that you're a foodie. Are we talking chef cuisines, or are we talking, things that we can just make in the kitchen?
I dreamt about being a chef. I knew it from 6. I followed Keith Floyd. That is before your time, Ayanda. Go and Google him.
Okay.
He was a young chef that traveled the world. Wow. And I said, I want to be him when I grow up. I want to be in front of a camera and show people food. But most of all, I want to show people Indian food because I'm proudly North Indian. And our cuisine is just so special. And not a professional chef. Wanted to do it. Unfortunately, commerce came in. Parents guided me around a degree of commerce. I think it's a typical Indian household thing. No, you will do commerce. But I did not do accounting. Breathe. I went with marketing. Don't worry, guys. I at least went a little bit hipster. I did marketing. But I said to myself, although I couldn't be a chef, food, you are my past, you are my present, and you will be my future. It's just a matter of maybe one day I'll complete the chef's course and I will get my Michelin star, or one day I'll buy the Michelin star restaurant. But I'll either way. So professional chef, yes, one day, and I will position Indian food on the global map, absolutely. But right now I'm a home cook. I cook comforting food, but it's food that carries memories because I feel my best memories linked to food. And that's what represents in my life. It's about a memory. It's about people coming together to share a meal, about sharing memories. It's about tasting new things and remembering that taste sense and remembering that smell sense and learning something new about a culture. And that's what food represents for me. And it represents the same for my hubby because we both work together in the kitchen when we're doing our own food styling, when we're doing our recipe development. So we self-taught. Self-taught in the food, and then we self-taught photographers, and then self-taught in food styling as well. So guys, you don't have to be qualified when you want a passion point to come to life. You just got to feel it and then just take a chance and a risk.
So we need you to help us make something later on, but I'll do all the making because I'm literally just a grill or boil because, fitness lifestyle. I'm too scared to buy the spices and stuff because I don't know how to combine them together, and I don't have the je ne sais quoi that you have when it comes to combining the sense of smell and taste like you mentioned, but I'd definitely be keen to learn a lot from you, especially when it comes to the curries.
Challenge accepted, let's do it because I promise you it's not difficult.
This is Fearless Female Fridays. What does it mean to you to be fearless?
I don't think it's just being courageous and jumping off planes. I think being courageous is setting a defined plan for yourself. And by that, I don't mean a vision board, guys and girls. Okay? I don't mean just a vision board. Yeah, I can go to magazines and I can go to Pinterest as well and I can stick pictures. That's fantastic. I can also tell you about every dream I have and how I want to be a multi-billionaire with 67 businesses. If it is not on paper, if you have not developed a framework or a scorecard for your goals with quantifiable measures, if I want to lose 10 kgs in the next 12 months, that is 10, it's quantifiable. Therefore, I have to be in gym 10 times per month. I need to drink 2 liters of water, and I need to stop eating 15 chocolates a day. So when you have a defined plan, I have the big idea. I'm going to make my side hustle a top business. Right, okay, so that's the goal. How are you going to do it? And you define those plans by little small things that you're going to do on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and then the big things happen. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and have a food empire. Or I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and be an influencer with 1 million followers. It's going to be my daily routine and that consistency that gets me there. So that for me is fearless. And then sticking to the plan no matter what anyone says. Fearless for me is also accepting you're going to be hated for it. You're going to have the haters. You're going to have the jealous people. And most of all, what is weird, you're going to have the imitators. They're going to steal your content. They are going to try and imitate you. Your CV will be stolen. And note, I am speaking from experience. CVs get stolen. Your work experience. My voice has been modulated in sometimes from some people. I go, I heard myself. Quite strange. Our recipe content has been stolen and used. You will be imitated. Take it as a compliment. I don't have the Hermes Birkin yet. So I'm not going to be jealous for the girl that has it. I'm going to clap by and go, how did you do it? Tell me. So the whole thing here is I'm staying in my lane. Others should as well. Follow your path. You are uniquely and fearfully made. You are so unique. I could never be Ayanda. Ayanda could never be Sadika. So that for me is fearless. It's quite sexy and fearless, actually. Another level of fearless for me, be humble when you're messing up and ask for help. Ask for help. If you're not doing well with your workload, speak to your line manager. If you financially, speak to someone about getting your finances in order. If you need help on stating that business idea, there's someone who knows someone in your network right now that knows it. So be humble enough to ask. You don't know everything. We need to be open. Fearless for me means always learning and always being willing to fail and take some risks. And last, for me, fearless means treating everyone with kindness, even when they don't deserve it. But being assertive enough to call it when you're being disrespectful, but being able not to be aggressive, but assertive enough to say, I feel disrespected for the following reasons. 1, 2, but I'm still going to treat you with kindness because it's not about you, it's about who I am. So that for me is fearless.
Sadika, are you ever gonna write a book or release one? I mean, because wow, you have so much to say, and I feel like it has to be read for the rest of our lifetime.
Do you know how much that means to me? I do want to publish, but it will be a food story. It will be about recipes. It will be about all of what we are talking about. So I'm mixing food with fearlessness.
Yes.
Maybe that's
food with fearlessness. Absolutely.
Yeah. Publishers, come forth.
Yo, this has been so much fun. Now, we want to go to the kitchen and do something where you're going to show me how to make an omelette, I think.
Let's call it a desi style. So desi means like Indian, so an Indian style.
Oh, desi. By the way, quick question. What inspired the hair? Because I love it. You look like a female superhero that is just about to, break in and do the most. I really love how you colored it, hey.
My hubby loves light hair, and as did I. But I never had the courage to do it. First, I never had the courage to wear red lips. I was called too dark, too ugly, too fat to wear it. I'm wearing red lips, okay? And there's a poster on my Insta to say, wear the red lips, wear the purple lips, wear the blonde hair. And the whole thing is I've always wanted light hair, but it's been a journey with my hairstylist. Girls, respect your hairstylist. Come out. As I started transforming who I was, as I started transforming physically who I was, I've always had fat girl problems, born obese, always in my head, have fat girl problems, okay? I'm being open. And as I started transforming who I was and who I looked, I wanted to also transform the whole of me. Because, just presentation is just so important. If you say looks are not important, I have to disagree with you. You have to take care of what you have. One skin, guys, one body. I'm not saying please go and starve yourself. But if you want to lose the weight, lose the weight. If you want to stay the way you are, but eat healthy. Take care of yourself. Do a little bit of training. But the whole thing about self-preservation and doing something risque. You said I'd never do it, but I did it. So chances.
I also wanted long hair, and that's when I started getting wigs as well. Because I just wanted to feel...
Now go blonde.
I don't know. Blonde is scary for me. Hey, that color. I've gotten red before, but I don't know about blonde. Hey, it's so daring.
Do a balayage at the end.
What's it called?
Yes. That balayage.
Balayage. Ombre. Yes. I could do that. I'll try it.
You could do that. I dare you.
Okay. I will accept your day. Look, September's around the corner. We'll make a plan. Let's definitely, and I'll send you pictures. All right, let's go and make our Desi style dish.
Okay, so I've got all the ingredients that you needed me to get.
Perfect, awesome. So we are going to be making a Desi style or an Indian styled masala omelette. So we are going to be placing the recipe on digital platforms, from my understanding. So we don't need to go through the measurements, but let's get cracking and let's show the listeners how quick and easy this is. So you're going to get 3 eggs in a bowl and get them cracked up and beat them around. Beat the eggs up, and then we're going to add in some of the seasoning. So what you're going to do is add in your green chili. You can add in chili if you want some spice. If not, just leave out some green chili. Okay. Then you're going to add in your coriander. It's those green leaves. You see it on all the time. So if you order at an Indian restaurant, Ayanda, the green stuff on the top generally is coriander. The Indian term is called dhania. That's it, about 1 teaspoon. If you do want extra garlic, you're more than welcome to put in, but we don't know the other flavors. Then you're going to add in some Indian seasonings now. You can add in a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, but now it's become really sensationalized and popular. They call it the golden lattes because it's an antioxidant. And I go, but guys, I mean, growing up, we were compelled to drink this thing with milk when we grew up. It's like an Indian thing, and that's turmeric. And then you're going to add in some chili powder. Chili powder just adds a little bit more of a warm flavor. Never forget seasoning. So add some salt to your taste. Heat the pan on medium heat because we don't want our butter to burn.
Heat the pan on medium heat. The butter in. If I don't do it this one, I will forget it. Putting it all in.
Yeah, now shake it.
Shaking it.
Yes, you can pull it aside, like pulling like a curtain with your egg spatula, and let some of that liquid egg mixture go down. Yes, that's it. So we're in a position now to start putting some of our filling in, and you're going to do it on one side because we're going to flip over the omelette.
Okay.
Season a little bit because your ingredients don't have salt. I know your egg has salt, but that's another secret. Always, if you're using ingredients that are fresh ingredients, you do need to still season a little bit. So just a little bit. And the salt cooks the onion well as well. So I think that's something I came to learn. So that's perfect.
I am about to flip this omelette.
Yeah! Yes!
I got it. We did it!
Yeah, put it into the center. Press down. Yes, press down. Because we're cooking some of that excess egg. You're going to turn again. You're going to flip it.
This one is easy though.
Yes! Woo!
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go. You're going to switch off your heat and it's going to cook on that residual heat.
This one.
And to make it look prettier so you can see it, what you're going to do is you can use your egg turner and cut it in half and place one almost on top of the other if you want to plate it beautifully for Instagram.
Okay. We're good.
Yay! That looks delicious.
Right? I think it's
absolutely delicious.
My lunch is sorted for today. And it's so easy to do. Why do you think people are so afraid of being in the kitchen and cooking?
And that's where I think I'm so passionate to get people into the kitchen to actually show you, really, anyone can get into the kitchen and anyone can cook. It's not about being chef star and going for intense culinary and knife skills. It's exactly you need to feed yourself and you need something good and tasty that hits the spot.
Okay, so I'm ready to take it to the next level. So something more.
Are we ready? Okay, let's go for a curry next.
Okay, let's go back upstairs. Let me just finish one half and then we're gonna go back upstairs and finish up our ingredients.
It's so good. Sadika, thank you so much for joining us this Fearless Female Friday. You are absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to finally meet you in person so we can have drinks on a Friday afternoon when we've sort of just like removed work for a while, but it has been an honor and so inspiring to hear your story as well. And you've inspired me as a young lady who's, pioneering in her own industry in her own way. One day when I want to, have a family and make rituals with them and maybe cook with hubby in the kitchen one day also. Those dreams are possible, and you've driven me to make sure I understand that it is possible. As a driven young lady who is always, focused on her career, I also feel like it's inspiring to know that it is possible to be in a relationship even when you're also focused in your own workspace.
You can have it all, but you can't stop. So you need the guy. I've been blessed. I may have not married a billionaire. I said I was marrying a billionaire in the future, right? So I married a hipster guy. And it was about, we spent our time having those common goals. When you have a common entrepreneurial goal, a common family goal, a common spiritual goal, our foundation's God, our other commitment is to grow in business together and grow our family. When those common goals, and this is why I go have a very defined goal plan, even for your love life, because you need those common goals. It's inform, please forgive me, and I'm probably going to be treated. It's almost a business transaction. It is a contractual. So just remember, marriage is a contract. So you are signing as well. So you need to bring it, he needs to bring it, or she needs to bring it, and she need to bring it, whatever the case is. The whole premise here is you need a collaborative working way. So spend your time to define the right guy in your life. Write it on your defined plan. Design the right guy, because you need something to benchmark against. So do that. You've got homework this coming weekend.
Oh, I definitely do. Because like you said, I've actually been thinking of a boyfriend as a T's and C's apply and then a husband as a FSP, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to find my authorized FSP right now.
Start with the contract, start with the bullet points of what you're looking for.
All right. Thank you so much, Sadika. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you. Bye-bye.
947 with Ayanda MVP.